Okay, and let's continue. Yes. First things first. Cheers. Here we have some pereskiopsis. It's not too tall. It's about, let's say, 15 centimeters. I strongly suggest to water it 1 or 2 days before you're going to use it for grafting. Mainly to get leaves nice and fat. You will see sometime later why is that important. Oh yes, 2 more things. I'm going to use this. It's head magnifier. Without that I'm pretty much blind. And I'm also going to use Ziploc bags that I have adjusted a little bit. As you can see, I have cut the corners and welded them. I use that machine that many kitchens have for that nylon that you use to cover vegetables and things like that. Why I did this? Because the bag isn't flat at the top, and that's important so it won't knock off the scion when I put it on the top of the pereskiopsis. There are various kinds of bags. The ones that I use are 9 by 13 centimeters, and they are rather thick. I use 0.10 and 0.12 thickness. They are thinner. I mean, you can use pretty much anything. I used, I think they were 0.03, they were rather thin. Let me see if I have some close. You see the difference. This one stands, this one doesn't. I mean, it will stand if you blow it and hold it like this. Well, anyway, Ziplocs. Okay, what we are going to do here is, oh yeah, the most important part, something that we are going to graft. These are Astrophytum seedlings. I think they are about 2 weeks old. They are about 3 to 6 millimeters in diameter. So I have enough skills so I can use tweezers and pull them out without damaging them. This is when where the brush comes handy. I'm going to clean them just a little bit. These are not too dirty. But anyway. Okay, let's go back to pereskiopsis. Okay, I think this is a good focus. So, let's start. Window cleaner, paper towel, blade. You need some practice for this. You'll probably get your fingers cut a few times, but sometime later it gets way easier. Now, I usually hold the pereskiopsis with tweezers, and I use tip of the tweezer as a support for my hand. It's important to make a straight cut. It doesn't have to be perfectly horizontal, but the more straight the better. So one slide, and I did pretty well. There is one leaf in the way, so I'm going to cut it off. There. And I'm going to wipe the blade. This is not as much for disinfection. It's I wipe it a lot because I don't want any of these small needles, fluffy things, I don't know what glowheads, let's say, to get on the blade, and because there is a risk it gets transferred onto the cyan. And now, one important thing that you should do: find some thick leaf, pull it off, break it, and squeeze some juice. Okay, this one wasn't too fleshy, but it's going to do. You have to smear the juice because it will act like a glue. And you also get time to work on cyan before this surface dries out. Now, okay, don't press when you cut, slide the blade, something like so, and do this. You see, it's still standing, but it's in two pieces, and that way you can do this. You can pick it straight from the blade. Let's go back to pereskiopsis. Again, I'm going to hold it, support my finger, and just put the cyan on top of it. I never cross any vascular circles because I never found it important. Somehow in this method the seedling will find a way to connect, if it takes, of course. And then the ziplock. The purpose of ziplock is to prevent the pereskiopsis from drying too fast. If it dries too fast, it's going to push the cyan away from it. So this way there is some moisture left inside. It's going to dry slowly, and it actually increases chances so the graft really takes. I'm going to rotate this a little bit because I don't have too much room, so I have 4 pereskiopsis in one pot. Now let's work on another one. This one. Wipe the blade. Cut the top. Let's see, I'm going to cut this. I don't like this one. I'm going to cut some more. And again, I'm going to pull some leaf. I just have to find some fleshy there. Break it. Squeeze it. It doesn't matter if this happens, as long as you don't leave it on the top of the pereskiopsis. Okay, it's nice and juicy. Wipe the blade. I'm going to cut the scion without moving camera. Here. And again. And the ziplock. Now we are going to work on this one. It's a little bit too close to this, so I'm going to move them away a bit. And again. Here is some juice or glue. Okay. Let's cut the scion. Oh, I think I got a spine in my finger. Okay, it's out thanks to this tool. Now the scion. And the ziplock. I usually blow them to get them into the shape. And closed. And I have one left. Let's wipe the blade. Pull a leaf. Break it. Squeeze juice. Smear it. cut the scion. And the ziplock. And voila, as easy as that. Now we have to wait for 7, 10, 15 days to see what happens. Just keep the soil wet. It's going to increase your chances for successful graft. And that's it for this part. Thank you for watching.